Hey guys, I'm here with you today and I'm going to do a quick video showing you my preparation of sea moss. So just follow me and I will show you, okay? Alright, so this is my sea moss. I purchased it from, Mandarin Oranges Treasures. He actually had a really cool deal on it where you got not one, but two of these, which is 2 pounds for $30. And he's shipping it international with free shipping. So, all right, so check this out. This is what it says. It says take a small amount of from the package, rinse it thoroughly in fresh water at least 3 times, right? And then soak for 12 hours to rehydrate. All right, so I've already taken some of the sea moss out and I have it over here in the sink, rinsing out. I mean, we can use spring water or something like that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna be a good thing. Only because of the fact that you're gonna end up using a lot more for as many times you gotta rinse it. So what I was reminded of is that there's a process before we actually prepare it. We boil it. All right, so I'm rinsing this, and I'm gonna rinse it 3 times, and then I'll come back. Okay, so soaking the sea moss. This is my first real soak. Let me see. See the purple hairs in here? Yeah. And then there's pieces of different parts of it. The actual seaweed. All right. And let me see. You see how murky that water is? Yeah, that's some murky water. There's a lot of stuff in here that needs to come out. That's it. And clean. There's our sea moss. There we go. Nice and clean. Alright, so we're gonna rinse it about 2 more times, fully immersed in water, and then we'll see what our final result is. Okay. So this is my 4th rinse. I rinsed it 4 times. Down through there. Cleared it out. Let me see. You know, it's looking way better. The water is not nowhere near as murky. And it seems like most of the dirt and stuff that was in it is out, because I don't really see it, you know, taking over the water anymore. And the water is like pretty clear, with the exception of, you know, the darkness of the sea moss. As you can see, so the water's pretty clear. So that means we got most of the dirt and stuff out of it. And I mean, guys, like I said, this is like real authentic sea moss, like coming straight out of Indonesia. That's where Quan is from, the Adventures of Quan, or QuanAncientTreasures.com. That's where he gets his sea moss from. And he's basically stationed in Indonesia. He lives out there right now. And he's getting all of this prepared. He has a pretty good relationship with the fishermen that actually pull this out of the water. He watches them do it. And say, like, look. See, out of there, I pulled out a piece of bedrock. Look at that. Straight out of the sea. But yeah, this is some real stuff. Like, it's really cool. And if we follow Dr. Sebi, and Dr. Sebi says that, you know, we gotta boil the sea moss in order to clear it out. So I figure I'm gonna rinse this with sink water, which we know is full of fluoride. But it's kind of hard to, you know, just constantly pour distilled water on top of this over and over to rinse it out. So I just basically rinsed it out with faucet water. But my next step which I'm going to do, is I'm going to take this sea moss and I'm going to strain it out, and then I'm going to prepare it to sit for 12 hours. So check me out. Okay, so yeah, we got the sea moss already drained. And this is how it looks once it's been thoroughly rinsed out. And see, let's see, what do you think? Is that a big difference between this? See how that looks? And then this right here. See that big difference? After you rinse it out, this is why we must rinse it out very thoroughly. And I pretty much got most of the faucet water out of it. And now I'm going to put some distilled water in it. And if you all want to know what distilled water is, it's basically evaporated water. Yeah, here we go. All right. And I have, let's say, a few lemons. And like I said, if we check it out, then the lemons, the acidity in the lemons, I believe, is going to kind of balance out the sea moss. You know what I mean? And to give it some good alkaline in there. You know, kind of balance it out. So I'm going to put some chopped lemons in there. And this is 2 lemons chopped up into quarters. Let's see. All right, so we got the lemons in there. And I'm going to put the water in there. It's going to be hard to hold this phone and put the water in it, so bear with me. Okay, so I've got it all together. And now let's see, take a look at it. That's the clean sea moss. Yeah, see, it's all clean. Look at the water. And then I put the lemons in there to, you know, kind of balance it out, right? And so now I'm going to cover the sea moss and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator for about 12 hours. It might be more than that, but yeah, for about 12 hours. All right, so here we go. This is the sea moss after it's been soaking for 12 hours. It's actually been about 24, really. Only because yesterday when I started this project, it was like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. And the 12 hours for that was like way past my bedtime. So I was already asleep. And so when I got up this morning, you know, I did my usual meditation and exercise and, you know, prep some vegetables and stuff for dinner. And now here I am with the sea moss. Okay, so what we're going to do now is take a portion of the sea moss and I'm going to put it in on a pot with some water and let it boil for about 5-6 minutes, just to let it get a good boil, kind of bubble. We don't want to cook the sea moss, but yeah, we just do want it to get a little bubble going on. I've got a pot on the stove and I just turned it on and it's filled with distilled water. All right, and here's our sea moss. And I just washed my hands, so I'm going to grab a little sea moss. Oh, that's cold. That's a lot of water, huh? And bring it over here. And I'm going to grab just a little bit more and put it in here. All right, so here we go. There's the sea moss in the pot. I'll get back to you when it's all good and boiling. Right, so I'm gonna let it cool for about 15 to 20 minutes. I say longer than 15 minutes only because it's pretty hot. It was bubbling, but I didn't let it go like bubble like crazy, like it was boiling. Because you're not supposed to overboil it because you can ruin the sea moss that way. But yeah. Okay guys, I kind of jumped the gun. I wasn't even thinking about it, but look, All right, so I already started blending up the sea moss gel, and that's it in there. I let it cool for about a half an hour, and then I stuck it in the blender. All right, so. Basically what I did was I put in it the remainder of the water that was in the pot from the boil and all of the sea moss that I had in the pot. Yeah, give me a second. All right, it's still quite warm, but this is the sea moss blended up. You can see it right there. All out here, it's perfectly blended up. And the setting I did on the blender only allows it to go 34 seconds each time. And I did that twice, so it only went for about a minute. And that's it. I will show you guys after I take this sea moss. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator and we're gonna see if it gels up. We're gonna let it sit for about 30 minutes to an hour. I want to see what happens, okay? All right, guys, here we go. Show you the price of this in my gel. Check it out. There it is. See my gel. And now I can take it and scoop it up and take a whole bunch of it and stick it in my smoothie. That's it. And the longer I let it sit in the refrigerator, the more it'll solidify and become even more solid. But that's like pretty much what it looks like. You can see the very top crust of it. That's the part that's mostly finished. And down here it's still warm. It's still warm. So yeah. But yeah, this is the sea moss show. Alright. Day 2. I know I was supposed to drop this video yesterday, but I wasn't really satisfied with the consistency of the sea moss gel yesterday, so I decided to wait overnight and let the sea moss gel, you know, kind of solidify a little bit more and to see what it will really look like after it had been in the refrigerator for at least 20 hours. Okay, so this is what I came up with. Look at that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. So I'm adding that to my smoothie over here. So in this smoothie I have dragon fruit, I have mango, I have mandarin oranges, and some blueberries. And that's what's in this smoothie. Alright, so I'm putting it in here. Get a good nice amount in there. There we go. Okay, so at first I thought I put too much water in it, which after looking into it and watching other people, this is the consistency it's supposed to be. So it just needed to sit for a little while longer. So yeah, this is my end result. This is it. And maybe I'll show you a clip of the smoothie when it's done. But thanks guys for watching. This is Mahazi Tone Deaf. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this, just shoot me a message and let me know. All right, well, in the comments. Put it in the comments and let me know. And to all of you guys, PPPHL. Peace,
prosperity, positivity, health, and love to you all. Peace.